not a vampire, not an alien. I'm not the fucking mummy, I'm a goblin.
Greetings, Goblin Nation! Welcome to another review of a movie. We're back with a movie. Oh, joy, I can't for much. I mean, this movie is not that old, you know, it's been 2020, we're still in 2020, right? I think so. I didn't time travel, I didn't go back in time, I didn't go forward in time. So, I guess we're still 2020. And in 2020, I still don't have a girlfriend. I have a feeling I screw up. I screwed up somewhere. Again! I seem to screw up and never know what I do. I don't know. Maybe a little bit too much trying to talk. And after forcing myself to talk a little bit more, it goes like, your conversation is not going well, you're forcing it. You're forcing it! I don't know. Maybe I'm not forcing. Maybe not. I don't know, man. We're not talking about my relationship kind of thing. What I'm doing. What my life is gonna go down, spirals down to go control. It's gonna go down. Right, you know. We're not talking about that. We're talking about the world going down. Anyway, we're Scooby. Scooby-Doo. We begin this movie. We're beginning this movie with Shaggy. Shaggy has a kind of thing. And he has no friends. And every playlist is like, lonely, oh Mr. Lonely, I got nobody, I can feel you, man, I feel you hard. And I'm glad that my radio or thing doesn't do, you're lonely, like, fuck you! Certainly, my producer player is not working. No, my phone not working like it should. It doesn't want to work like it should, you know. But Shaggy doesn't do kind of thing, so he makes friends with some castle kind of thing. What Scooby is like, I need this. I need a little bit of a tasty treat, you know, a kind of tasty treat. And he steals it. Then he goes with Shaggy. He's like, Shaggy, hi! Because he has a place like, oh, I got something, and they go start being friends. The cop is like, what the hell? That's more. That's like, that dog. Is that yours? He's like, yeah, he's called Scooby Dooby Doo. It's like, yeah, it's like, sure, like, like, okay, so he's the kind of thing. This is how they met. This lovely, even have it's like, I know we just met, but here's the color. I'm like, hey, that's the same thing I'm trying to do. Of course, mine is not colorblind, and I pretty much going a little bit nuts. You know, being like, he really hot though. She's like, I really hot. I'm like, I don't want to lose that. I want to have a kind of thing. I don't know if it's gonna work. I don't know if anything is gonna work in my life. Relationships, man, they're complicated. They're sometimes easy. Sometimes they're harder to do. Sometimes you're picky. Sometimes you're not. You know, life goes on, and life is insane. But I'm more insane. I'm trying to insane the insanity. Trying to insane the insanity that the world is. Anyway, so we got this kind of going on, and what kind of thing? Shaggy kind of meeting them. Scooby becoming friends. Then he goes on Halloween. It's Halloween. Mappé the Ghost was also on Halloween. This was not delicate, but this is where they met the rest of the team, the rest of the Scooby gang, and you know, and the rest of the Scooby gang is like, oh, kind of thing. There were some juggalos kind of thing going on. Indeed, those two looked like they were kind of thing. They had makeup on. They looked like from this kind of. Not precise this, because this is my own creation of a juggalo kind of thing, and they had this kind of emoji, black, white, kind of clown face going on, and they were like, you know what, candy is thrown in the street, it's so wrong, and then throws it into the kind of thing, and they throw it into this creepy house, and then she's like, I don't want to kind of do it. It's like, first Scooby's like, there's nothing wrong with this, like, but it's creepy, and they're like, oh, yeah, that's frightening, and then than the rest of the kind of skin, but they're challenger now. So like they're going in, they kind of go in and have this, and they want it. They really. They are like, here's your candy. Now they want to go out. The door closes, and everything starts to go. A ghost goes from thing, and everything's like, oh, what the hell, insane. And then we find out it's all fake. This was a kind of an asshole that steals things on the black market. Stole a lot of things to sell in the black market. So they kind of think like, hey, this is cool. This is actually very cool. We should do this often. And Scooby and Shaggy's like, sure, why not? Why not be friends? You know, why not do it? How often is this gonna be a thing that goes like? And then we get this whole montage of them through the years, from children to not grown-ups, like 10 years, so 17-year-olds. They're like still in their teenage years, but they're like they're at the edge of adulthood. Well, you know, almost adulthood. You know, that's between adults. You know. Anyway, so their kind of thing is, and then they kind of found this manager that wants to imagine. It's like, okay, you guys gonna do this. If you, I can give you this great, awesome kind of one time in a deal kind of thing. I give you money. I make sure that your investigation, all your thing will go perfectly. But there is kind of thing. It's like, you're the brains. She is the people person, and he is the tank. But you Shaggy, what are you? I mean, scary kind of thing. Oh, we stopped listening kind of thing. It's like, oh, but you're not kind of thing. So they go bowling, but the bowling balls kind of start attacking, like really attacking, trying to destroy them. Then Scooby and Shaggy gets like from an alien kind of invasion to them. Like, that's not their thing, right? I mean, Scooby, the Scooby-Doo kind of thing is all like, okay, we're doing this, we're having a boss, we're gonna see how false they are. That's their whole thing, like kind of thing. We even had Supernatural doing a kind of thing in that style of cartoon, not this style. This style is like the style I was getting used to. It's like, is this well good? I mean, Scooby-Doo has his own style. Yes, it's 90s style, but it's still style. Kind of thing. This one is like what you get in every animation almost now. This kind of style. It's like not fully, but it's close to the style that we get everywhere now. Anyway, so they find out the superhero kind of thing, Hawk and that kind of thing, but he's not the original one. His father was, but he went to get retired. Now he's in Dog. That's well, is the original one. He is the original one, and they're first fanboying all about this. Like, oh my god, can you imagine this? Look at this, look at them. This is so cool. And it's like, okay, we need to find out what the villain wants. So the villain ends up being this, has all these robots minions, and he was called Dick, like not Rake, but Rake, but a D. Dick Dexterity. Dick Dexterity. We later find out his whole origin. That's he kind of wanted to open a portal to the underworld, the Greek underworld kind of thing. He wanted to open this portal to the underworld and have all the money. He says like, I had a dog, but the dog died and the thing. I wanted to save him. Actually, it's like, go do it while he's while that's going on. It's like, do it. Okay, you get the money. Let's go. I come back. Like, kind of thing. He comes back. He tries to come back, but he can't go back. So they he got stuck there, and he doesn't have the money, and the portal closed, and that's why he's doing everything. He wants to go back to it. He wants to get all the money, mostly the money, but also his dog, but mostly the money. Anyway. So, and I remember, I was like, holy shit, I remember him. He was like crazy, there was like this crazy racing kind of thing, there was this whole race, and there was always something crazy happening. And he and his dog was also in this race, and he always tries to do these crazy things to stop the other races from winning. and I loved the hell out of that. They all had these crazy cars that was so awesome to see, and that was the whole only thing where I know them from. I was like, I remember Crazy Racing. I remember that. That was like my childhood kind of thing. You don't see it, man. I was always like trying to look for it. I didn't always see it because sometimes it was like never on, and then there was one weekend that was the whole time on. I was like, I cannot miss 1 second of this. I want to see every episode, everything on TV. It was before the internet when you kind of like, oh, now this streaming until this, you can watch whenever you want. That was before that. I could not find the DVDs or on cassettes for that matter. It's like, I cannot find that. No, so I cannot find it anywhere. Anyway, so he tries to find a way with Doug. We find out Scooby is actually ascended from that kind of thing later. They go to this, it's like, the Hawk is like, I know better, but he's not the smartest brain around. So he's like, oh, I got this one from one of my fans called Anonymous. Like, here's the kind of thing. It's like he would not have his real name if it's like, oh, you think Anonymous is his real name? That's cute. It's this, isn't? But they go to this abandoned park, and I was like, fun park. Fun park. It's called. I was like, or Funland. Like, oh my god. I just came back from watching all those abandoned parks. I was like on this crazy train of seeing top 10 abandoned parks. This abandoned park, Fun Park, Funland, all those parks were kind of, and this one's one of those. I think it was literally the fun. That was also called Funland. Everything looked like the ones I saw. I was like, this is amazing! I always wanted to see this. Kind of thing I loved when they do abandoned parks kind of thing. This crazy kind of, I want a horror movie all in abandoned parks. I know there are some kind of thing movies, so if you please let us know which ones there are. I know one of them. Hellfest is not so much abandoned park, but you know, and in Joker uses abandoned parks all the fucking time as its playgrounds. Anyway, I just love the kind of fear that abandoned parks give you. It's like, it's fun, but it's also creepy, insane. I like it. I really like the hell out of those kind of things. Anyway, we're already 12 minutes and I'm not even started. Okay, let's okay, give it a little bit more push. Oh yeah, let's push it a little bit further. So, kind of thing now they have to they try to still get Scooby, and Scooby gets a dissolved superpower by what Shaggy got jealous from. It's like, oh, he gets this his necklace that he never gonna get out, that he said as a child he would never gonna. Also, 10 years, is this dog not should be like almost dead, or at least not able to go all the way, because dogs' lives are way shorter. I could be wrong, you know. I don't know everything about every race of every dog. I don't know everything. I don't know everything. I pull things out of my ass, kind of thing. I talk about things that are on mine. That's why I talk about a lot of other girl. This kind of thing, because it's way on my mind. I should not do that. I should stay positive. It's just a phase. She will come around. I should not tell anything about it on a review of Scooby-Doo. Anyway, where was I? Oh yes! So they kind of course, the gang has that kind of thing. Then they find out that they are after Scooby, because the gang is like, one is smart. Google it. Now you can Google it so much. It's easy to find stuff. Like, oh, Scooby-Doo kind of thing. Oh, the Wilma is the people person. Oh, you know, everything kind of works together, and so it's like now they have to find their friends, because they've been friends for 10 years. I have like a friend on this kind of thing, but she's been busy. Kind of thing that I know her for a long time, but it's like she's there. It's busy. stuff, you know. Also, I want to make way more friends. Anyway, I also covered the Goblin Nation. That last time I checked, I wanted to sacrifice my whole Goblin Nation for the souls for making me a god. I mean, I'm a goblin. What do you expect? Anyway, anyway, so they kind of trying to stop it, trying to find the skulls before the other find it, you know, before the evil villain finds it, and eventually they kind of get that. That's just Shaggy gets like, oh, one of his friends like is there, like, oh, here, I will bring you to Scooby. Then finds out, haha, I was dick all the time, kind of thing. He's very good at disguise, like, haha. So now he is like, gets the other skull and kidnaps Scooby. Like, Scooby-Doo! He is gone! And he's like, ah, fuck, this is all my fault. Now, the rest of the team gets here because they get fallen. It's like, now here's your kind of thing. Ah! They get saved by the flying dog. And when they're saved, now they have to get to them. Because now they're in Egypt or whatever they are, and the whole kind of thing resurrected to Greek mythology to try to find that thing. Scooby opens the portal, and then we kind of see this whole thing. Three-headed dog coming, Cerberus. I was like, oh, that's a cute doggy. That's an awesome dog. Also, this whole time, sure, they got captured for a second. They got captured. Then there was this little droid, because they're all cute minion droids. And this cute minion droid, one of them got failed, and his head got destroyed, and in another, and his head was on a vacuum cleaner. And that one became friends with Wilma. I think it was Wilma. No, Wilma is the one with glasses. The other one, I think. Anyway, so she kind of befriended her. That one is trying to make her escape, but they got captured anyway. After able to do an SOS, they know where to go, and now they get catapulted out of the ship. Everything's gonna go nuts. And now they're finally there with a little bit of help of the little droid that tries to save them, but they still get hit. And now this three-headed kind of thing is because now it's the real deal. They freaking did a hell. Oh, hell is gonna lose. This is not something fake that they're used to. No. This is like also something weird for the first movie remake kind of thing of Scooby. That's back, like, you are used to having those fake kind of ads, and now there is something the real deal, and with superheroes with it also. So they try to stop it. Scooby and Shaggy are back to France, and they can stop it by, we should not have done this, by running, because they're very clumsy, but they're very good at being clumsy. That always gets discovered, and eventually they have to get the dog back into it, also with help from the droids a little bit kind of thing. Oh, and also the villain, sure, he ran away for a while, but then he runs back into it, getting all the money they can. He finds his dog back, and they get the fuck out of there. They're like, what? They get all the money that they want out of there, what they can carry, even though there's like 20 more times. It's weird. They're like, why not just be ready for all that money as well? You saw that there was a lot of money behind it. At least get a vacuum cleaner kind of thing, a big thing that can all of the. Be ready for the dog. He was not ready for that, but at least be ready for the money. But either way, he got the money out of there. Then they try to stop it. He find with the balls kind of thing, getting him back into it. They close the door, but it cannot be forever closed unless Scooby and Shaggy kind of thing. So one has to be at the other end. So only friendship, only true friendship of the Scooby can kind of thing. So one of them say, I need to. So Scooby wants to sacrifice, but Shaggy's like, no, I'm gonna sacrifice myself. I'm the one to sacrifice myself. So he sacrificed himself, and the portal closes. Now they're crying. I'm like, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then it is an idea to get him back. Like, okay, we need to kind of thing. Scooby says some words, and he gets catapulted out of the underworld, and Shaggy is back. Like, this is the first movie. We're not gonna have Shaggy already gone forever. It's like, that's not gonna happen. I expected fully that this is gonna be. Then we discovered who he really is. He was a manager, but he was also still Dick. It was like first like, aha, now we truly know who he is. It's Shaggy. It's the kind of manager. Oh, and then again, it's oh no, it's still there. He just played the manager kind of thing, and it's like nobody double masks anybody, but apparently you do. And so they're going to jail, and that's pretty much. And then they have the party, and the next level to like to be continued. I like this movie. This is pretty much it. I like the movie. It was pretty good for cartoon, for the kind of thing. Sure, I feel like somebody that's hated on him and loved him, but there's always like, oh, everything is realistic. It all makes sense, you know. It all makes sense. The Scooby Gang, everything. They have the like, oh, this was the first time where they have the really big, a real kind of thing. I like the villain because it's from Crazy Races. They could also be from something else, because I think Crazy Races was like a merge with a lot of fucking things of Cartoon Network or whatever, or from whatever it was, like those kind of things. But anyway, I was enjoying it, so I give it a 9 out of 10. I feel like for a cartoon, for a thing, I enjoyed the hell out of it. I didn't kind of think, but I also think it's a solid 10. They animated for like the version. I feel like they could have done it in cartoon, the style they did way back in the 90s, but upgraded like that style. Still that style. This is a whole other style. What all animated things do lately. Anyway, what are your thoughts about this? Do you guys like Scooby? Do you like, this movie was good? Or are you like, Also, I love that there are chocolates in it. My Chocolate family! Chocolates and chocolates! There were no chocolates, but you know, get me. Like, and it was not like kind of thing like, oh, they're evil, they're kind of thing. It was more like, hey, government corruption, whatever it was that they said, kind of thing. It was nothing that you like, they're bad people just because they have the makeup. It's like more like, they're cats, they're doing cat stuff, and they're saying something about society, blah, blah. Anyway. So, yes, 9 out of 10. What's your thoughts about it? You guys like it? You guys love it? Well, Goblin Nation, I hope you enjoyed this review of Scoob. And yes, hope to see you guys in my next one. I am the Twisted Goblin! And I hope you subscribe, hope you like it, and I hope you share all my videos with your friends, with your families, with your dog, or your cats. Just share it all around. Give me their souls. Anyway, goodbye, good night.
And then the days got worse and worse, and now you see I've gone completely out of my mind.